G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Jusant, Chapter 3, Solstice. We've just arrived here from, I guess, a bit of a pathway underneath these rocks, a bit of a cave that we had to go through. We've seen a couple of symbols, I guess, that were lit up once we used our echo ability, which seemed to sort of tell a little bit of a story. And interestingly, I think one of you guys left a comment about perhaps maybe this little creature sort of regaining its power and perhaps maybe returning the water to the environment. But again, it's all a bit of a guess at this stage. Anyway, I do appreciate all of you guys who are following along and leaving comments and likes, obviously. Thank you very much for your support. So by using the right D-pad, your companion will be able to see the next objectives, as well as a few collectible items. Well, okay, let's use our meditate ability, and we'll see if we can find the pathway. I don't see any of those strange rings that we saw before. Oh, there it is, actually. So yeah, I guess this is the main destination, and judging by the cutscene at the end of the previous episode, it seems like we might actually find ourselves at another, shall we say, lighthouse, same as what we found in Chapter 1. Anyway, let's see if we can look around a little bit. There seems to be a pathway leading back here. Sort of curious to see if there's anything interesting. A little shrine here, definitely want to interact with all of those. Good stuff. Doesn't exactly do anything for us, but you know, it feels nice. Like a sense of an achievement. Alright, we're obviously supposed to take the zip line. Just don't want to leave this area until we know that we've looked at everything. Okay, let's get a move on. Ooh, okay. That was a bit rough. And I feel like every time we use the zip lines, we're sort of smashing into stuff. I guess dropping down from the zip line without too much of a clearing is probably bad news as well. But anyway. You know, with a game like this, it makes you sort of wonder what kind of smaller Easter eggs there could be hidden away, which, you know, is not so obvious. Not the one, the things that you're supposed to find, like letters and stuff, but just random things that might be tucked away. Bit of a view from here. I'm not entirely sure if we're supposed to be able to, like, make out any specific landmarks on the, you know, shall we say that that's the ocean floor? On the ocean floor. There's plenty of like larger looking ships in the distance though. Alright, well, let's climb on, shall we? There we go. Getting the hang of the double jumping, which is an interesting mechanic. Sort of want to interact with our little friend every now and then. Okay, but doesn't look like there's anything for us here. Let's move on towards the right. And we'll obviously use all of the things that we've learnt so far So let's put a python there. Okay, so this is something new. The stamina will drop a little bit faster while the sun's out. So I guess we get a little bit more tired if we're in direct sunlight. Let's rest up a little bit here. Very good. And yeah, as someone also mentioned in the comments, that the rope seems to change color the more you progress. I guess that's actually a useful way of telling you how much more rope you have and whether or not it's going to run out. I assume it would run out at a certain point, because it starts off being blue and then slowly turning red and then going into yellow. Turning yellow, and then I assume it'll turn into red. Oh, okay. Hang on. Roots will wilt in the sun. Ah, okay. Whoops. That is not where we want to go. Right, so the stuff that grows in the sun wilts, but the stuff in the shadows actually stays. So we're gonna be quick about it. There we go, we're safe now. A few more newer challenges are being introduced here. I need a bit of a jump. Another jump. Let's put a python in. Sorry, I keep calling it python, but it's actually a pitong. I think that's the right way to pronounce it, which someone pointed out in the comments section, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, I do not know much about mountain climbing at all. Looks like there's a pathway in front of us, but I guess we have to climb up and then back down to get there. Potentially. I do see a little rock shrine there as well. So let's see if we can try and get there. Oh, okay. Bugging out a little bit. There we go. Alright. So, getting to that shrine is a little bit risky. We have to sort of make our way between these sprouts and the next one. And there's a section over here, which I assume this is the way forward. Oh, actually there's another pathway, potentially, from up there. Let's investigate this area first and see what we find. Ooh, okay. Another type of animal. I think it could be the lizard things that we saw before, actually. Is moving really the solution? It makes no sense to be leaving the tower. Like, the drought's going to fix itself while we're gone. Leaving our parents' fields empty to crowd around a watering hole right in the middle of the Great Plain? What then? When your oasis dries up, where'll we go then? I don't think this is how we're going to solve the problem. There are other options if you ask me. What do they say about ballasts? They're carved into the walls wherever you look. Gab's even seen some in the old paintings. There's talk of them here, that's for sure. Plenty of folk even say that the ballasts are the ones who stole our water. We should make sure of that, shouldn't we? We should go up to them clouds to find out. It might be a solution up in those parts, might not be. But there sure ain't none down on your plane. That's all I'm saying. Come on, Arlo. You can't be serious. Cloud giants? Really? Those are nothing but a bunch of tall tales. Common sense tells us to go with the flow, and the flow is going downward. We've been assigned a spring. Yes, it's in the middle of the plane, but it's our last hope, our future. It would be nice if you were, if you there folks could see that. So I'm getting a sense that there's a couple of different trains of thought going on, or, well, there were a couple of different trains of thought. Some people wanting to leave, and some people wanting to stay and maybe go upwards instead of, you know, climbing down this tower. Logbook 12 octaves and 2 seconds after the Jusant. We did it. I'm completely wrung out, but we made it in time to join the expedition. There weren't many of us there, barely a handful. Look how peaky the poor thing is. She's shaking like a sewing machine. I felt so far from home, but the tone was more encouraging than mocking. My efforts had been acknowledged and appreciated. I was too out of breath to reply, but a new emotion rose up inside me. I was proud. Proud to have made it this far. This doubled over from the exertion. I looked around at others. Everyone there had left everything behind to be there. They had a fire in their eyes, a desire to change things, and I was part of it. That's all it took to fill me with fresh energy. Arlo and Becca welcomed us to their sun-scorched farm with open arms. They were emotional and the mood was solemn. They're the last farmers left in these parts, and they're the ones who put together this expedition. They spent their entire lives trying and failing to fight the drought. Nothing grows on the cliffs anymore. In their own funny-sounding words, not one measly plant grows in this here fields no more. I hope I'm not reproducing the Highfield dialect too badly. Then Becca told us about their wild scheme, setting off for the clouds to find water in the sky. At her words, a murmur rose up from the group. There was talk of how feasible the plan was, how best to go about it, which routes to take and which sections to avoid. Arlo and Becca wanted to find ballasts, as they're called lower down. Enormous creatures made of water that are said to live in the clouds. Ballasts only exist in sleep stories for children. Well, that's what I always thought before embarking on this adventure. They're Arlo and Becca's last hope, and I'm starting to believe in them too. We may have a chance to save the tower. It's up to us to seize it. Bianca. Ballasts. Okay, there you go. So maybe our little friend here is a ballast? Maybe? Like a young ballast? These logs seem to say that these ballast things are giants, though. So maybe when they're fully fledged, they're actually much, much bigger. But anyway, let us press on. So gotta try and move quickly, I feel. Okay. We almost fell there. That could have gone badly. I guess we do have our carabiner, though, to protect our fall. But still. I'm not entirely sure where we're supposed to go, guys. I think maybe we're supposed to drop down here. And hopefully we can sort of swing our way. Yeah, I think that's probably the answer. Alright, very good. Let's contribute. Very good. And what about this one? Okay, yep, it definitely grows as well. Well, onwards and upwards. Ooh, okay. That could have gone badly. I was going for one of these plants, but maybe that's not the answer. Is there even anything worthwhile on that side? I don't think so. Let me climb up this side instead. And we'll use that. Very good. Okay, this next bit is gonna be a bit risky. Okay, we made it. Hold, sorry, LT or RT hold to attach yourself to the relay. Oh. Okay, that was a bit weird. Let's do that again. Ooh. Alright. Definitely not fast enough that time. Okay, okay. We are running out of stamina though, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Okay. Let's just rest a tiny little bit. RT or LT hold to attach yourself to the relay. There we go. Alright. Hold X to wind the rope and regain all of your stamina. Ah, okay. Interesting. Alright, I'm not entirely sure if the mechanics are as tight as I would like them to be. Some of the tips seem to be causing me issues instead of being a solution. I am going to climb towards the left here, because this is a little bit out of the sun. Should be able to conserve our stamina a little bit more. Alright, very good. We made it. Yeah, I think we failed a couple of bits and pieces down there. That's alright. We made it one piece. That's what matters. Yeah, okay, I see what we need to do. Alright, there's that platform over there. Or we can drop down. Then I'm not entirely sure if we can get back up. Surely there's a way. Actually, there's one of these plants. That should probably bring us upwards. Very good. Let's just look around a little bit more. This kind of looks like a very relaxing spot. Got a few sunbeds set up. Not really seeing anything of interest though. I might actually do a quick meditation here with our friend. Okay, right. So we have a couple of points of interest around here. The lighthouse, or so I'm going to call, seems to be further away. So let's try and find these two things, whatever they are. All right. And the music in this game. I think this was maybe some kind of swimming pool or maybe a bath. The water spout is that thing over there, and you know, it'll just continually pour water in. The water would probably seep through that little opening. I'm pretty sure going upwards will take us further towards our objective. I'm curious about this room here, which has, again, another symbol. I wasn't expecting this cave to be as big as it is, so... Alright, let's do an echo here. Alright, so we can sort of make something out here, which is the whole sort of horn mechanic that we saw in the first episode. Oh, okay, what happened to that lizard? Just disappeared, fell off the face of the earth. Okay, there it is again. And yeah, it seems like it has something to do with the clouds and potentially the rain as well coming down from the clouds that we can see in this symbol, so possibly. Again, all just theorizing here. Plenty of barrels of what I would assume maybe contained water in the past, and then this seems to be some kind of a water pump. I guess this entire bathhouse ran out of water eventually and became abandoned. Alright, let's get ourselves back up and we'll continue on. I assume this is maybe one of the things that we're supposed to find based on our meditation, maybe? Or maybe there's still a couple of other things. Ooh, okay, that is now a little bit high, isn't it? There we go. I thought we may have had to find like another way up for a second there. I can definitely see some stuff inside. Something that looks like a pathway that we could climb through. Yeah. Maybe. There's a plant there. I don't think we can reach it with our echo at the moment. Alright, so we need to climb through there and go around. In that case, let's spend a little bit of time looking around out here. Yeah, some really fancy looking baths. I guess back in its heyday, this would be a pretty popular destination for, say, tourists and stuff. I mean, I don't even know if there were tourists back in those days. You know, since maybe people wouldn't really be hanging around the beaches and stuff. They'd have baths in the sun. I'm not seeing anything of interest. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. I can hear something though. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Almost a pitter-pattering noise. But I'm doubtful that it's actually water. Just quickly meditate once more. Okay. Oh wow, okay. I've got to put a pipe in there because I'm not that confident with what we're doing here. Okay, so I mean, I don't know what to call these things. Maybe rock bugs or something along those lines? They have some tremendous grip strength, considering we're holding on to them for dear life. Might need to jump this. No! Ooh, okay. Lucky this game is pretty forgiving. That would have been like maybe a few broken bones if it were real life. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to get to the side here, unless what I'm supposed to do is drop down here, and maybe what we're supposed to do is actually swing our way. Yeah, that works. That works. Again, calling things pitons is what I'm meant to say. There we go. Okay, right. It's a bit of a shortcut in case we need to get back here a little bit easier than using that pathway. Makes sense. Logbook 12 octaves and 1/5 after the Jusant. There are so many people climbing down from the heights. I feel like a fish swimming upstream, like in the stories. Before the Jusant, we rose and fell with the tides. I remember hearing the old schooners describe enormous waves, one that drove people upward with each high tide. They'd never seen the ocean themselves, they were just repeating what they'd heard from their elders when they themselves were young. But there must have been a grain of truth to those stories, right? The ocean nourished the cliffs, and in return the cliffs nourished the entire tower. Anyway, the inhabitants of low tide set enough store in them to set off in search of the ocean. I wavered too. Should we try to hook the lost water? In a way, yes, but not by going with the flow. I have the answer now, thanks to Arlo and Becca. We need to go back to the source. We shared our shady spot with a man named Zoe. He was on his way down to the plain and tried to convince us to go with him. Why stay? He didn't understand why we wouldn't go. You won't get nothing out of these fields no more. The earth ain't worth a blessed thing. He grabbed a fistful of dust and held it up as proof. Zoe continued on his way while we prolonged our break, dreading having to go back out into the blazing sun. I refused to believe him. Ever since we set off, I feel like I'm rediscovering the tower. Like I've never truly looked at it or listened to it before. My perspective's changing the higher up we go. I'm sure we're on the right track. Bianca. I guess we're almost retracing Bianca's steps, along with Arlo and Becca. Question is whether or not they made it to the top, or whether or not they gave up and maybe turned back, decided to go back down, or perished even. Okay, looks like another area here where they would have been collecting clay. Yeah, being out in these sections, in the direct sunlight, definitely not just looks hot, but feels hot. I guess it's probably also because it's actually Smack bang in the middle of summer here in Australia. So, that probably doesn't help while I'm playing this game. Sada, what's new? Any work for us? Orders are drying up, and business at the rope works is far too slow for my liking. I'm starting to get bored. I've brushed up on all my knots and I've done the accounting I've been putting off for cycles. And Ulf dusted all the machines, but now we're stuck twiddling our thumbs. We're not very good at doing nothing. Glad to know there is still someone left on the tower. Sada went with the flow just like everyone else. I don't really see what they're expecting to find in the desert. It's not like the sun's going to budge any more than it does here. No need for new ropes, but you're welcome to come by whenever you like. You'll soon get used to doing nothing, you'll see. It suits us anyway. We have more time for each other. Cass. Okay, I guess as the tower's society starts collapsing, you know, people just really didn't have anything to do. Maybe didn't have any sense of purpose anymore. I do see like a ladder down there, which I'm sort of curious about. We did come up through here, right? Like, is that a section that we can get to? Okay, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, okay, we came through here. Alright. I guess that's the tiring way up. Let's do a meditate here. Ooh, okay, we are very close. Yeah, there's something down there, which I'm feeling like I'm missing. Okay, that's definitely not the way. Well, we do have this shortcut. Maybe it might be a good idea to use it. I'm just gonna backtrack a little bit, guys. I'm just unsure if I've actually gotten to this blue circle. Okay, what do we have here? Ooh, okay, yeah, a shell. Very cool. Yeah, so I reckon this would have been like the children's bath. Sounds like it would have been really pleasant back in the heyday of this place. Alright, I'm glad I did that backtracking actually, because we wouldn't have seen that if it weren't for a little bit of curiosity. Oops. There we go. Alright. Time to move on. We'll use the stairs this time, like a civilized person. Ooh, actually I did not see this note. To the person who left a caramel bun in the canteen, I ate it. Sorry, not sorry. There is no one around anymore anyway. Cass. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You snooze, you lose. Must have been some kind of storage area. I don't know what they would be storing though in such large quantities here. I mean, the food looks like it's all gone. Maybe... I don't know, this wouldn't be clay or anything like that, right? Brella Gazette issue 21, 7 octaves and 3/6 after the Jusant. Editorial. Brown or black fur, big ears, prone to both nervousness and laziness. There is nothing more common than a choco. Too dull and unremarkable for a special issue, right? Wrong. In this issue of the Gazette, we'll do our best to make the ordinary extraordinary, starting with the most unobtrusive of beings, chocos. These mammals are useful to us bipeds in 2 key ways. They lay eggs and line their nests with fur, providing delicious meals and dense balls of wool, not the other way round. Raising them is no easy task, however. Chocos are escape artists, though our actions, or rather inaction, they've taken to nesting all over the tower, though they're native to the Highfield region. Did you know chocos work together to incubate their sparkling eggs and watch over their young? Some would argue that taking turns makes for better naps, but take a closer look at what's in their nests and you may be in for a surprise. Chocos love to sit on anything that shines. Keep reading for more fun facts about chocos and their habits. Interesting. So we've learnt about the Brellas, and now the chocos. I'm not entirely sure which animals are which exactly. But then there are these like piggy looking things with wings for eyebrows, maybe? Alright. So, onwards. Oh, actually, sorry guys. One thing that I didn't check wasn't there like another room towards the right here? Which I almost completely missed. Okay, there's one of those, I don't know what you call those things. Projectors? Let's call them projectors, because we don't exactly have a better word for them. How would we get back there? Unless we have to proceed further up and then sort of somehow backtrack. I'm pretty sure this is where we're being directed to go to. Just making sure that we're not missing any hidden entrances or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that's a dead end. And I'm not exactly seeing anything of interest from here. Can we go down? Yes, we can. Can't exactly reach that plant. Can reach this one though. Maybe we can reach it from here. Yeah, very good. Now let's continue exploring. Okay, I feel like the game doesn't want us going down there for whatever reason. Okay, very good. Yeah, I almost missed this shrine completely. Okay, so we are presented with two pathways now. We either go up here, or we try to go up there. I don't know which one's going to hopefully lead us to where we need to go. Alright. That did not go as planned. Yeah, sometimes getting the right angle for your jump can be a little bit tricky. I'm just inspecting this side to see where it might actually lead us. I think it's going to lead us up there. Yeah. Alright, let's try this side. We'll commit. And then hopefully we can backtrack if we made a mistake. Oh, hang on, hang on. No, this doesn't even lead anywhere. Damn. Alright. I thought it led us further up to those structures. But nope. My bad. Let's jump this way. I guess that means we just have one pathway to follow. Makes things a little easier. We are getting a little bit further away from our goal though, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. I'm sort of trying to see if I can hang on to this propeller. It doesn't look like it's possible though. Alright, game wants us to go that away, potentially. But I'm sort of still not convinced that that we're going the right way for whoop. I'm not convinced that we're going the right way to try and get to this secret here. Considering how tricky it was to find the last shell that we just listened to, I feel like the pathway is maybe not as obvious. Can we grow this thing even further? I'm not sure if that's a thing or not. Is there any reason for us to climb around here? Whoop. Okay. I think the best course of action here is just to continue on with the main pathway and hope that we actually find a way back down there. Oh, okay. We're at maximum with the rope. Alright. We will now press on, guys. Yeah, sorry about all of that, because I just wanted to be 100% sure here before we commit, but I don't think there's any other way after looking at everything. And just double checking, triple checking. Alright, so from here, I feel like pathway is possibly that right there in front of us, but when we do echo, I think the thing's going to start getting burnt in the sunlight. So we're gonna have to be real fast. Hang on a second, guys. I'm just also seeing some wooden panels there on that side, which sort of makes me believe that maybe there's a way up there. It's a shame that we can't exactly climb back up this ledge. Yeah, okay, there's definitely no way for us to hang on to the blades there. Okay, that was close. Oh, right. Okay. I didn't realize that these things slow down the longer you hold on to them. Whew, okay, yeah, I thought I was gonna run out of carabiner rope there, but got lucky. Alright. Okay, okay. Ah, I see what's going on here. We are actually going back. I think. Yeah, okay, so it most certainly isn't very obvious initially where you need to actually aim for, so... Whoa, okay. There we go. Yeah, okay, so my prediction was actually correct. These panels are definitely what we're aiming for. I guess we just really didn't have the ability to reach there until now. Alright, my goodness. Alright, that was a bit of a challenge. I don't think we need to go back there. Alright, very good. And let's do that, just in case we need to backtrack. So we should be able to get back down there if we do feel like we've missed the secret. Let's just do a quick meditate to see where it is. We are still within the vicinity, so totally possible to find it. Listen to your heart and follow your instincts. That's all I can tell you. Go if you must. I won't be going with you. My roots are here. I'm an old man. All I want is to stay on my land at peace with the world around me. Farewell. I wish you all the best. I'll go to the old tree for as long as I can, and I'll cherish your memory as my most prized possession. I'll be sad, but knowing you're out there somewhere will comfort me. A tiny plant growing in the desert. Oh, Grandpa, I'm going to be so sad too. I already am. Mama says we'll come back when the sun wills it, but I don't believe it. The sun doesn't will it. Because if it did, we wouldn't be stuffing everything in the house into floor sacks. I heard the water in the desert streams are, hang on. I heard the water in the desert streams and is stinky. That's what Tommy says. She's already been there to make sure there was room for her animals, and she's going back with us. Unky says if you change your mind, you know where to find us. He doesn't want to write to you. He says you made Mama mad, and that I shouldn't be writing this. I love you, and I don't want to go, but I'm going. So bye, Grandpa. Ez. So sad. And I guess that Grandpa's just been coming to this tree ever since. This tree looks like it's petrified, though. Leaving all sorts of different knickknacks and stuff. I guess this is almost like a mini shrine. So, pathway up there. Ooh, okay. This looks promising, guys. There we go. Alright, so I was really looking around the outside for nothing. Alright, let's give this thing a spin. I'm not entirely sure if these things actually do anything specific, because it seems like... Oh, okay, yeah, I get it now. So, we shouldn't really be paying attention to what's going on the rock faces, but instead, the actual device itself almost tells a story. Very interesting. Alright. Well, we've found the secret, which is good. I'm not entirely sure where this leads us, but we do need to try and make our way back. Hey, very convenient. I'll take that. Oh, God. Alright, I didn't know you can just, like, hang on while they're growing. That's actually very nice to know. Okay, leads back here to the tree shrine. Let's just backtrack this way first. See if we can find anything else around here. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's really going to be anything here. So initially I saw that. That was sort of a really big hole, and I thought maybe we would go through there, but then there was this. Anything if we go this way? Nothing. Alright. Time to keep going up. elevator-like devices. I'm just gonna do a quick meditate here. Our lighthouse is still a while away, I feel. Okay, onwards. Oh, hang on a second. No, this is not the right way. That's where we came in from. Alright, well I guess it's just using this elevator then. No other pathway. Okay, well, it's the rock bugs then. Okay, this is very confusing. Should I be trying to go for those rock bugs over there? I feel like I should be. I'm not sure if this is taking us anywhere. Possibly not. Okay, let's wait for a few more rock bugs here. Should be coming out. Not gonna lie, guys, this is a little bit butt clenchy. Oh no. You're going the wrong way. We're running out of stamina as well. Alright, let's try this again. I forgot about the swinging, guys. Swinging might be a little bit more reliable. I'm trying to grab onto these guys. Okay, so these rock bugs, they actually stop when we do a little scan. Well, it's not a scan, an echo. Alright. I'm not entirely sure that's the right pathway there, although I do see one of these things around the left side. Not entirely sure if we really need to get there, though. We could potentially just use these guys to climb our way back up. Our stamina bar is looking horrendous. I'm just a little bit worried about that. God. Alright. We made it. Sort of. Yeah, I guess the pathway was not linear. There was the option to go towards the left side if we wanted to. Put our piton there. Probably not entirely needed, but still. Okay, I think we're gonna need to be quick here. Wow. What a climb. Let's look around here first before proceeding. Logbook 12 octaves and 2/3 after the Jusant. Warning, this journal entry will definitely be too long, but I have so much to say. I got to see Emmy again. I'm so glad I got to drop anchor at her hut. We made up for the lost time in the blink of an eye. I almost capsized when I heard her laugh again. I'd missed it that much. She started by grumbling about something before shrugging and changing the subject. Just like old times, I found myself chattering endlessly. The words flooded out of me. I told her everything from my parents getting ready to pack up and go to our theories about water in the clouds. Everything got all jumbled up and I could tell my chatter made no sense, but she nodded as though she'd never heard anything more profound. It was about then that I realized the whole team was gawking at us with round fish eyes. Oops. How long had I been standing there talking about Emmy right in front of them? I hadn't even set my pack down yet. It was so awkward. Emmy gave a frown and barked orders at the assembled group. There was hardtack to prepare for everyone at the hut and mattresses to air out, plus the salt the wind had blown into the corners. Everyone sprang up and got to work without another word. Emmy's one tough cookie, that's for sure. Plus, she was armed with a wooden spoon that she was brandishing wildly. A pot was soon set to heat in the sun while Sol swept the floor and Arlo scrapped the plates. Emmy gave me a wink and I laughed harder than I had in ages. Later on, with our stomachs full and feet bandaged, Emmy told us the stories she had heard from other travelers who stopped by her hut. One of them grabbed my attention, the legend of the Piper, a musician of old. He was said to travel from region to region with his flute to make it rain. I'd never heard tell of it back home, but Arlo and Becca had. Where they are from, they say he'd celebrate the rain's arrival rather than making it rain. When comes the water, dances the Piper. I'm writing to keep my hands occupied, but I can't settle down as though staying busy will delay our departure. I've already rewound all my rope and checked on my pack. I thought I brought way too many things aboard, and in this heat, besides, Maybe I don't need these 3 teapots or my favorite flower pots after all. I couldn't just leave them behind, but I know I can't go on like this. I'm entrusting them to you, Emmy. I hope they bring you as much comfort as they've brought me. I hope to see you again one day. I'm your crewmate, always, Bianca. We get to see the teapots and stuff? Maybe not. Cute little guy. Alright, so, onwards. Alright, that was actually a pretty big jump. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot to investigate. These guys had some kind of pipe system. Not entirely sure if it was delivering water or something else. Another letter. I haven't even bothered planting anything. What's the use? It breaks my heart to see the crops dying on the vine one by one and being powerless to stop it. I've fought the sun long enough. I'd rather quit now than break my back for nothing. I don't know what I'm going to do. Leave the farm, probably. Finally pay you a visit, maybe. Is the little one already climbing? To think that I still haven't met her yet. Maybe throwing in the towel isn't such a bad idea after all. Oh no, I'm sorry. What an awful situation you're in, but yes, come for a visit. We'll gladly make room. The little one just started preschool. Can you believe it? She's growing so fast. She's incredible, you'll see. With each passing sleep, she learns something new. When I'm with her, I feel like I'm rediscovering the world around me. She gives me hope again. I should warn you though, she can be a handful. Other little pen there for, I don't know, are they the chocos that the article were talking about? Or are they something else? Let me just quickly meditate here. Yeah, we're definitely getting closer. Still a little bit to go. Om. We know each other. Our parents know each other. I see your suffering. We're doing our best to divide the little water we have left here between us. The largest farms have been given priority. They use the most water, since they feed the most people. I agree with what you say about needing to change the way we do things. We can't go on like this. It's not sustainable for you. You don't stand a chance compared to the big guys. We should convince them to share, pool our resources. Do you think that's possible? I'm not sending you water, I am just sending you courage. Joe. Okay, so I guess we're going to start seeing like farm areas. I'm not even sure what they would grow in towers like these. But maybe these pipes are actually for water. And these guys seem to have some kind of rail system to deliver goods, maybe. The dried up water pump. Almost missed that down there, but there is a rock shrine. Definitely want to hit that. Yeah, this doesn't look like clay though. I'm not entirely sure what they're collecting here. Quartz maybe, or something. I don't know if quartz is something that you collect through like sandy sort of soil. I think it is, potentially. Ooh, okay, that looks like a very dangerous leap. There we go. Would we be interested in trying to get down there? I mean, is that even possible from here? Maybe. Maybe not. I think maybe that's something that we get to from within the structure. I do see something shiny in there though, which makes me kind of curious. Hey Ons, have you seen the latest posters? The ones that say to eat more salt to quench your thirst? Together, let's save water. Salt your food. Water saved today is water drunk tomorrow. It made me think of you. They're taking it too far. We're supposed to drink less while they use up all the water in the Great Basin to water those sun-scorched fields of theirs. Yeah, I saw. Every little bit counts. Honestly, have they got no shame? It's always the same with them. But it's sure working out well for the store. I've never seen so many customers, even though most of the villages are already abandoned. I'm running low on pickleweed, hearth salt, and rock salt. I'm even out of plain flakes, though they're pretty bland and not what I'd recommend. At this rate, I'm gonna have to start selling my personal stash. Bit more on that water shortage towards the end. Beautiful view, if it wasn't so sad. Okay, it's directly above us, I guess. Ooh, and we've got more secrets here, maybe. Yeah, just over there. Alright. Cool. Well guys, I wasn't expecting this chapter to be so long, but I think I might actually call the episode here. And when we come back, we'll start exactly where we are, and we'll continue upwards and obviously try and find all the secrets as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Quite a longer episode actually, so we'll see what the future episodes are like, and whether or not I can find a pretty decent place for a good break. But anyway guys, as usual, leave a like or a dislike or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.